Hey, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. Here we are back on Vox Populi, and here we are back again with season 5 of Redneck Rants. Can you believe it? Season 5. I can't even, that's too big. I can't. Oh, now, I know I appear to be calm and collected, but underneath, I'm just, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. And that is your hint for today's Redneck Rant. Let's get started with a whole new season. A is for appearances. That's right. That's how we're going to start off the new season, with how you look. And I mean that in probably the sense that you just took it. The definition that I was looking for, the definition of appearance is the state, condition, manner, or style in which a person or object appears, outward look, or aspect. Okay. Now, the deeper meaning I was going for, to maintain a public impression of decorum, posterity, etc., despite, like, you lose your job and you still need to look good in clothes, okay? That's the kind of appearance that I'm going for, okay? And Phaedrus said, let me start out with my first quote of season 5. Phaedrus said, "Things are not always as they seem. The first appearance deceives many." And that is pretty much what appearances are about. Whether you know it or not, and I'm probably guilty of it in some aspect, I think we've all done it. What we put on the outside is made to hide something on the inside. Okay? Or some flaw that we perceive, something that we think is wrong with us. So, in order to hide or mask that, we change our appearance in some way. With clothes, with makeup, with an attitude, something. We change something outwardly, usually in order to hide something inwardly. Okay? Now, I think the biggest thing of all, though, about appearance is we want to make a statement. Okay? We want to make a statement about, we are in the height of fashion. Okay? We wear the best clothing. We have the right brands. Um, we have the correct shoes. We have the right hair. We have the right makeup. Therefore, we are better than you. Okay? Not so much better than you, able to be on the same level as you. Okay? I might be dirt poor, but the brands on my clothing say, no, I'm just as good as you are. I can go to the mall and buy this. Okay? Now, when I was in high school, I graduated probably a couple of decades before some of y'all were born. I graduated in the year 1984. Okay? And you're going to see, probably right here somewhere, a couple of pictures of some of the things that were hot when I was in high school. Things like Izod. Okay? The little alligator. I don't even know if this is relevant anymore. But when I was in high school, if you had an Izod polo shirt, if you were a guy or a girl, you were absolutely it. Okay? Now, to be more at the top of the crop, as my daddy used to say, if you had an Izod polo shirt and a pair of 501 Levi jeans, okay, like these puppies right here, you were just absolutely, oh my God. Oh, but it gets better. If you had an Azad shirt and some 501 Levi jeans and one of the original pairs, one of the first pairs of Air Jordans, oh my goodness, you walked literally on water. Okay? So let's think about just appearances, okay? If you had on in any and it has been this way, folks, do not think that we we've caged this, okay? This has gone on for centuries, okay? I will be putting some pictures for you throughout the video of what used to be the height of fashion. All right? If you were seen in these clothes, you were it, boy. I mean, you were the top of the crop, the cream of the crop. You were just absolutely the highest in society that you could go. Okay? Do not think that any of these pictures are fake. They are not. This is what was considered in 17th, 18th century. This was it. Okay? This was the cool way to look. This was the appearance that you wanted to make. All right? But what I mean, what does that hide? Yeah, sure. You know what? You've got the money to go lay down $50 for a shirt, $75, $80 for a pair of jeans, $300 or $400 for a pair of shoes. You know, and I'm sure you had Nike socks to go with them. But so what does that mean? It's somebody said everyone sees what you appear to be. Few experience what you really are. Okay? So, yeah, you got all the cool clothes. That's great. But at the end of the day, is that who you are? Are you a shirt and a pair of jeans and some cool shoes? Is that all you want people to see? Um, is there any more, substance to you? Any more depth? Are you too shy to show it? And you think, well, if I wear the right clothes, people are going to think then I'm just, and I fit in, and then they don't have to look any further than the, appearances. And and you're betting on the fact that that's all they want to see. You are betting on the fact that once you appear in this, the right garb of the day, it's going to be fine, and people will go, oh, yeah, okay, yeah, she looks okay, whatever. And they're going to go on about their business. Not going to give you a say. As long as you blend in enough, you know, then it's fine, and, nobody's going to give you a second thought, and you just slide right on through life, and whatever the pain is, or whatever is that thing that you're hiding that you think people are going to judge you about, nobody knows about it. Nobody sees it. You don't have to defend it. You don't have to fight over it. It's okay. So there's a Scottish proverb that says, "Do not judge by appearances. A rich heart may be under a poor coat." We, as human beings, I would like to say, it's just one culture or one place. It is not. It is universal. It's all over the world. We are so quick to judge by appearances, by what we see. Oh my God, look at him. He looks like a tramp. Look at those nasty clothes. Oh, yeah, I've done it. I'm just as guilty as the next person. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've done it, and you probably have too. Or I mean, your parents have done it. Somebody, you've been part of it somehow. You've stood by and watched one of your friends do it. Now secretly you might have thought, I'm not saying anything. I don't want to get a fight going. But you did not say anything. Okay? So, I mean, yeah, first appearances, they can be how we get into our mindsets about things, okay? Um, Oscar Wilde said, appearance is blind, whereas words reveal. Now, how many times have you not spoken to someone because of the way they looked? But further on down the road, different circumstances happened, and you had a chance to talk to this person, and you found out that they were totally different than what you thought they were going to be. Yeah, they kind of look like, I mean, trash, but when you got to talk to them, my God, they were so intelligent about something, you were just blown away. You couldn't believe it. That goes the other way. How many times have you talked to somebody that you thought, because of the way they looked or dressed, they were going to be just this mind-blowing, epic person, and they turned out to be the nastiest, most hateful person you have ever talked to? And you are in shock. You cannot believe that this wonderfully dressed, neat looking, just sharp dressed person is probably one of the biggest jerks you have ever met in your entire life. Appearances fooled you, didn't they? We've all done it. I've done it. And had to have a little talk with myself. So, I mean, it happens. We get these pictures in our head about, and you know where it comes from? But it's our own fault. It comes, I think, from fashion, from magazines, media. You know, for centuries, Paris has probably been one of the biggest fashion places in the whole world. These different places, they have these big fashion shows, and how you're supposed to look. I mean, they get just swamped with media. It's always been that way, and we get this look in our heads of how people are supposed to appear. I mean, if this person has on this clothes and they have this name brand on their butts, and they are seen carrying this and they are seen using that, they have to be the most wonderful person on this planet. And I'm here to tell you that is probably some of the biggest bullcrap you're ever going to hear in your life. But have you done it? Have you judged somebody that way just by what? I've done it. I admit it freely. I've done it. Earl Dibbles Jr. said, sometimes the nicest people you will meet will be covered in tattoos, and the most judgmental people you meet will be probably sitting by you in church on Sunday. That's true. Guys, you cannot go by just appearances when you're trying to, figure out a person. Okay, I don't want to say judge a person, but I mean that's probably that's what we're doing. We're looking at somebody and you're sizing them up. Do I want this person in my life? Do I want to be friends with this person? I mean, then you got to stop and think. Whoa, I don't know about this now. This is I'm kind of touchy about this. If they don't, I mean, but you cannot narrow your perspective about people to a label that they might be wearing or the way they look, I'm covered in tattoos. I have tattoos all over the place. I have been called a biker chick. I've been called some very nasty, rude things. Okay. We tend to stereotype people because of things. What I look like and what I am Okay, that's two different things. Do not be fooled by appearances when you're considering, getting to know somebody. It's, I mean, you've got to dig deeper, is what I'm trying to tell you. Dig deeper and find out who a person is, and do not make the mistake of judging them about what they wear. Or, I mean, why do they, well, they got tattoos. Well, obviously they're in a gang. I mean, so, I mean, well, they don't. They look at those jeans. My God, they have to be blah blah blah. We can't do that. We cannot be that shallow. You're going to miss the opportunity, probably, to make some really good friends or meet some very cool people because you're worried about what they look like or what they're wearing. I mean, so, and appearances, it's always going to be a thing, guys. It's always going to be, what's cool, what's in. Well, I mean, if you'll take a look at the next couple of pictures I'm putting up as the sun rises here, if this is what's cool and what is in, and this is how people think that I need to appear, how I need to look in order to be cool and fashionable, you know what? I'll be over here waiting until you get past this. And you know what? Appearances don't really matter that much. I want to know the real person. Okay. So as the sun comes up, it is a new day, and I want you to start trying to think in a new way. Appearances can be deceiving. Okay. Don't be swept away by labels, name brands, what you know media dictates is proper and right, and the best. Sometimes there are stories hidden that you need to know underneath all that. Okay, so just be wary of appearances. Okay, they're there sometimes just to fool us. All right, guys, there we go. That is a wrap on A is for appearances. We are on our way now into season 5 of Redneck Rants. Thank you so very much for coming along on the ride. Go back and watch some of the other episodes of the different seasons. We got into some good subjects. I think I've got some good ones lined up this time. And as always, you are welcome to give suggestions for the letters. We go from A to Z every season. And thank you for stopping by again and again and again. And please, share me out. I want to get more people watching. As everybody knows that the algorithms on YouTube have changed. So, as always, I will be working hard to try and entertain you as much as I can. And I hope you will stay and watch the entire video. And if you want to give it a like, that's fine. If you have, if you have a different opinion, put it nicely. I mean, don't be rude, but I would love to hear your opinion on what you think down in the comments, okay? And we can talk about it. All right, guys. So I will get back to doing what I was doing here on Vox Populi. And I will catch you next time for the letter B. Until then, this is Mntdewmania. This is Redneck Rants. I'm so out of here. Later, guys.